Hey YouTube. Um, I am currently laying on my couch. Um, I'm sorry, I don't feel like getting up to cut the light on. My husband just went to get something to eat for me because I was actually craving some soup, some some chips that have salt on it. I don't know, that's probably not good. And I wanted like a cold cut sandwich, but yeah, I read somewhere that's not really a good thing to eat. So, but I wanted to like do a video what like right after the surgery. Um, it's funny because I barely feel like talking right now. um, yeah, but I think it's probably good to just kind of capture all the moments. That's what I've been trying to do with all of the processes is just capture all the moments. Because I want to be able to go back and look at everything, and then also I have a lot of people that are watching and that are following that are either going through the process soon or um, either they know somebody that's going through it or something because I keep getting messages about from people saying that it's blessing them to hear about it and getting messages from people saying that they're going to go through the process soon. So, excuse me. I'm sorry, my videos aren't edited and all that stuff. Um, so if I'm yawning and all that, I can't take it out the video. It's just real, raw, and cut. It just is what it is. So yeah, so right now I'm laying down. As you can see, I look a hot mess, but that's okay because I had surgery today. So update on what happened. I probably should do this with Corey because he can tell y'all more than I can. But I remember a pretty decent amount of what happened. Let me just tell you. Okay, so for anybody that is going to go through IVF, for your egg retrieval day, let me just FYI you. The medicine you have to take the morning of surgery, it will make you sick. I don't proclaim sicknesses and I don't proclaim them over other people's lives. I'm just being honest and transparent. That medicine will make you sick. You're taking it on an empty stomach. Not only are you taking the antibiotics that they gave you, you are also taking 650 milligrams of a form of Tylenol, as well as your prenatals and stuff like that. So you have to take it on an empty stomach. Like you can't eat anything. So like I couldn't. Man, I really feel like I should turn the light on. I feel like this is so bad because it's so dark. But you can't take it like after midnight the night before. You can't drink anything or eat anything after midnight. So you literally have to take a sip of water and take your pills. And I prayed over my medicine. I prayed over myself. My husband prayed over me. And I was just like, I'm going to be the exception, Lord. I'm going to be all right. And to a degree, I was. We were in the car. I was able to record for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling hot and nauseous. And I'm like, what in the world? But I brought my trash bag just in case because I knew what I had had been told. So actually, I had not been told by the doctors. I was told by a person who had actually gone through IVF, and she had her baby. I met her baby was like 2 years old, and 3 years old, and she was actually pregnant 8 weeks now with another baby that she has through IVF. So that was a blessing too to be able to meet a couple that I could actually tangibly touch the baby and all of that. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so that's the person that forewarned me about the pills. I didn't get the forewarning from my nurses, and I love and adore my nurses and doctors. They love me, so I know it wasn't anything that they were trying to withhold from me. I guess they just forgot they had a bunch of people doing this procedure today. But yes, oh my gosh, I think out of this whole IVF process, that had to be the sickest. That had to be the worst experience I had was that taking that medicine on an empty stomach and getting like crazy sick. Like I'm in the car, I'm TMI, FYI. I'm like throwing up like crazy in my bag. But because I didn't really have anything on my stomach, I'm like gagging at first. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it was the worst. Like, ugh, oh my gosh. And yeah, so anybody that has to go through IVF, that is, if you could avoid that part of the process, it would be a blessing to do it, but you can't, so you have to take it. But oh my goodness, y'all, oh, if I could just erase that part of the process, I would. I'm gonna see if I can slowly get up to turn the light on so it's not so dark in here. Maybe I shouldn't. I have a heating pad on my stomach. You can't really see it, but I have a pad on my stomach. So I don't really want to do a lot of movement. I mean, I've had to go to the restroom, so I've had to get up. But other than that, my husband's been amazing. He's been taking care of me, which is awesome. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, so sorry, here we go again. They put you on medication, like, so you take that medicine. I think it's dolicoxetine or something like that. I'm not saying it right, but anyway, you take that, and then you get the IV put in. I asked because I don't like IVs in my hand. I don't mind taking IVs everywhere else, but in my hand, I hate that. So I asked them if I could have it anywhere else, and they said yes. So they put it in my arm, which was great. And of course, I didn't really feel anything. The nurse was from England, and it was so cool because I always talk with the accent. And my husband, he loves it when I do it, but he hates because he can't do it. So it's so funny. But so the doctor was from, he was from England, and so it was so cool. He was so nice. He was just doing the whole IV, talking to me, like he was so cool. Everybody in the office made it so easy, and I recommend my doctor. My doctor is so awesome. Like, regardless, my faith, of course, our faith is that this will be the end result will be pregnancy. Even if it's not, God has a final say for whatever. So either way it goes, I will not be discouraged. I know God has a final say. But at the end of the day, I am so thankful for my doctor. My doctor is the best. So for anybody who wants to go through IVF, if you want my doctor's information, please let me know. I will send it to you. I am you. Email it to you or whatever, because he's the absolute best doctor. Like, when I was pregnant last year naturally and I lost a baby, he was on his way home. They called and told him that was me and what was going on. He came back to work to make sure that, well, he had to do my surgery. So he came back to work to do my surgery. And also just to make sure that I was okay. And I'm telling you, this doctor is phenomenal. I love, absolutely love my doctor. And the good thing about my doctor is not only is he a great doctor, but everyone in his office, they're like priceless. I mean, even to the point where the administrator, she came out of her office this morning to come in there with me, to talk to me, to encourage me, to be with me. That don't happen everywhere. It's just the favor of God that God has placed in my life. And I'm so grateful, y'all. Like, I could cry about just in regards to the favor that I have received at this place. Like, God has literally been a part of this whole process. And I am not ashamed of him. When I'm up in there and they tell me, oh, you got to take a new medicine. Oh, that's okay. It's going to be what? All right, that's okay, because I'm going to pray about it anyway. I'm pray over medicine. I'm going to pray over this process. Like, I am not ashamed at all about talking about the goodness of God, or talking about um, just God in general, because I know at the end of the day, He has, like I said, the final say over everything. So, enough of my blabbing around. I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. So, went through this process. The doctor told me, so they had originally said I had like 40 eggs, right? So, Corey said that they were going to retrieve 29. I said they were going to retrieve 28, because today was 8/8/18, which is all new beginnings, and it just ministered to me. I'm like, it couldn't have been a better day. Like, they couldn't have chosen any other day. This was the perfect day. So yeah, Corey said 29, I said 28, and Dr. Lucidi, oh, that's my doctor's name. I didn't want to tell y'all, but that's his name. My doctor said he was gonna retrieve 30. He said maybe 30 plus, but that's what he said. He goes in, and once I wake up from surgery, they tell me they retrieved 46 eggs out of me. 46, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh. It exceeded what he thought. It exceeded what he thought, what I thought, what Corey thought. He got all of them out. And that does not happen. He told me that some of them don't make it out. So it's crazy that all of my eggs came out. All of them. Um, it was crazy. And so I was just like, wow, God, thank you. I was glad they all was out, period. Because yesterday was the first time that I thought I only had 40 eggs, but the 46 that were in there, yesterday I felt them bad boys. Oh my gosh. I looked like I was already a month and a half pregnant. My stomach was humongous. Like, huge. But I think it came from the trigger shot, because I wasn't feeling anything until I did the trigger shot. And then after the trigger shot, that's when I started feeling everything. So, and the trigger shot was on Monday night. Yesterday I didn't have to take anything, but Monday night I took the trigger shot. And I think that is what associated to me really feeling all 46 of those eggs that was in there. The funny thing about this process is I was told since I was younger, well, first going to like my main doctors, that I was a fertile myrtle. Like I was told that um, I wouldn't have a problem with conceiving and stuff like that because all of my like cycles and all that stuff are regular. I don't have any irregular cycles or anything like that, thank the Lord. But I did have tubal issues. So even though that's the reason why my body reacted so well to the medicine, that's why I had so many eggs because I am fertile. It's just the problem is my tube. I only have one tube now. When I got pregnant last year, I lost the baby and the tube, and I also had surgery on my tubes back in 2015. So, your tubes are where pregnancy actually takes place. So, you can have as many eggs as you want. You can have, all the right things working in your body, your cycle's normal, your husband's sperm, everything. You can have all of that. But if they don't have the place to meet, you just, there's nothing you can do. And so, in my case, that's what happened to me. So, that's the reason why I had such a high amount of eggs because all my body parts, outside of having a tube issue, all my parts are there, and they're regular as they're supposed to be. So that's the reason why my turnout was so high, um, and just because God, so. I don't know how many of those 46 are going to fertilize. Like tomorrow, they have to, well, I guess tonight or whatever, they're going to be doing that part, and then they're going to call me tomorrow to tell me how many fertilized. So we find out that information tomorrow. If they tell me all 46, if they say all 46 eggs fertilized, I'm going to fall out because that is a whole lot of babies. Like, ain't no way. There's no way. I mean, some people, I had a friend that she retrieved 29 eggs, 28 fertilized, 28, no, she had 29 eggs, 28 they retrieved, and then 17 fertilized. I don't know how many are going to fertilize tomorrow. If it's a crazy number, it's going to be crazy because I'm like, what in the world? But at the end of the day, even if it's 10 strong ones, I'll be grateful. Um, the good thing is, for me, the good thing is I don't have to go through this process again. Thank the Lord, unless something random happened with my eggs, which I'm believing God is not going to happen. But I don't have to go through this process again. So, we'll have the opportunity in the future when we're ready for another child to just put the baby back in there and go from and just go for it from there. So that is a blessing. A lot of women, people who don't have issues getting pregnant, that's good. I'm happy for them. But then a lot of women, they have maybe one child and then later they try to go have another one and they have problems having a second baby. So, in this process, the blessing is I don't have to worry about all those things because they already took the eggs out. And as long as a decent amount fertilized, honestly, I don't even have to worry about eggs and nothing like that in the future because they would already have a lot of them. I remember coming when I came out of the medication. My husband said I was super loud, and one of the things I do remember saying this. This is so funny. They say because you're on so much medication, you won't remember stuff. But I do remember saying this. I said, "How many?" After they told me I had 46 eggs, I was like, "Well, can I give my eggs to someone else that needs them? Because I just want to help somebody else." I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. I don't want to give my baby away to somebody else. Like I don't know, it was the medication or something. But I do. As I thought about it, I was like, of course it would be something Corey and I would have to agree on. But I literally was thinking like, there are women out there who want to have babies, and if God blesses us tomorrow to have all 46 fertilized, I might have to think about considering helping another couple out because as long as I know they're faith Christians and stuff like that, and they are true Christians and they love God, and you know, um, that their heart is right and all that stuff, it might be something I would consider because, I, for me to have so many, um, and then to think about, say, there's a woman who can't have any, I wouldn't, I would really, I would want to be a blessing like that and help somebody else, especially if all of them fertilized, all of the ones that they took out of me. So if all of them fertilize tomorrow and I have 46 fertilized eggs and they're strong, that's something I'm, going to pray about and talk to my husband about, because like I said, there are other women out there who got to go through IVF and they only get one, and then they're ready for another child, but because they only have the one fertilized egg, they can't have another one. So that is something that I know at first we said no because it's like you will always in the back of your mind know that you have a child somewhere out there in the world. But that's something I really have to pray about because there's a reason that we have so many. Although a long time ago, in my spirit, I kept telling my husband he was going to be the father of many nations, which is so funny because now I have so many eggs. It's like, oh my God. But I'm sorry. It's just an internal joke. Y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, um, so yeah, I'm not gonna make the video too much longer. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we are. So 46 eggs were retrieved. I have 46 eggs in me. 46 were retrieved. Um, right now, I'm just laying out on the sofa. I have a heating pad on my stomach. When I when I first came out of it, the meds were like really in control, so I didn't feel pretty much nothing. The heating pad kind of sedated the pain too, so that helped a lot. Right now, because I'm laying down, I'm not walking, I feel okay. But when I gotta go to the bathroom, it's a lot of pressure to get up and have to walk to the bathroom because your body's so full. Um, so yeah, so right now I'm just not trying to overdo anything. I'm just trying to take my time, be wise in my movement and stuff like that. I'm thinking that I may not go in tomorrow. I may take another day to relax, and because I do have to take that nasty medicine again, I have to take it for the next couple of days, which I am not looking forward to. But I'm believing God that it won't be that bad. Hello, hey, Miss Summer. So I'm believing God that the medicine won't be so bad tonight when I have to take it or in the morning and stuff because I do have to take it with medicine. I mean, I get to take it now with food. So I'm believing God that it won't be that bad this time because, like I said, this morning I was sick. I have a video. I've been trying to upload the video of this morning when my husband, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have a video from this morning. I've been trying to upload it, so hopefully I can get it uploaded of how I felt this morning. My husband was like, "So yeah, won't you video?" He was like, "Won't you record a video now?" And I was like, bawling sick, and I was like, "Oh, I feel so nauseous." So it wasn't a pleasant video, but I might if it can post, then I'll post it. But anyway, but that's all for now, y'all. Like I said, I'll have an update tomorrow on how many fertilized. Um, I've been very transparent with my whole process, so I don't feel like that will change unless the Lord tells me something different. But so far, I've just been in a position to help someone else because, like I said, videos have helped me, have given me the strength and the tenacity to be able to go through the process. So I just feel encouraged to keep helping other people. Um, and yeah, so there really hasn't been anything in the process that I haven't shared. I've been very transparent with my whole process. So that was my question. I know you're open to twins, but what if there are more? um, yeah, so the thing about the process where we are right now, I have 46 that they retrieved out of me. Tonight, they're going to be fertilizing them. Tomorrow, we'll know how many actually fertilized. And oh no, 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 no. Jesus knows. Jesus knows. Someone no, no, no. Um, I would not be working anymore if I happen to have more than two babies in here. Okay. I say in here. They're not in here yet. Uh, but so after we find out tomorrow how many fertilize and how many are strong, we don't just want fertilize. I pray that we will have all strong eggs anyway. Embryo, excuse me. So once we know how many are strong and all that, my husband only wants to put one in. I want to put in two, but I'm going to do a video about what happened to me. I was up at like 5 something in the morning praying and something supernatural happened to me. And I'm going to share that when I'm up about what happened to me regarding that part. Um, Amen. Yes, ma'am. I have a great example. I've been able to watch you, and you've been handling it so well. So, amen. I will be contacting you if that happens to me. My mother-in-law said we were gonna have 8 babies, and she said me and your mama gonna have to quit our jobs. I was like, yeah, because 8 babies, Lord. I mean, one time carrying 8 babies. I don't know if there've ever been anybody who's been able to do that. I don't know. I know you can have multiple at different times, but yeah. So my husband only wants to put in one. So um, I still want a boy girl twin. That is my heart's desire, but it is ultimately up to the Father, my Heavenly Father, and of course Corey, because he would have to take care of the household. I work too, but I still said the final say is up to him. But if God so happens to, because what we're doing is once they're fertilized, our transfer day is possibly, if everything goes as planned, it would be next Monday, is what the nurse told me, which is super exciting, y'all, because that's when they put the baby back in me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's the anticipated day, but there's nothing written in stone. Um, so if they put one back in, there's still a possibility that they can split. If they do happen to split, I just pray that they split healthy, and are able to be strong enough to sustain the whole pregnancy. Um, we've been blessed to be able to do assisted hatching, so that helps with implantation, which is great. But yeah, that's my heart desire, Summer. If I could have twins, I would be extremely happy. That's what I would love to do, have a boy girl twin. Um, and then maybe later on have one additional baby, but that would be my heart's desire. Now, if we go in, put one in, and they split to a whole lot, I, 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 I don't know. I would just have to cross that bridge when it comes because, yeah, I'm not 100% ready for it, but hey. But yeah, so that's kind of where everything is right now. I might try to do another video when Corey comes home, let him talk about his experience. And yes, ma'am. Let him talk about his experience and his thoughts about everything. Because he was laughing at me when I was on the medicine. He was like, "You were loud." But anyway, that's all for now, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one, and I will send you guys an update after this. All right. Bye bye.